Okay, what's up guys? If you saw the previous video already, cool, you're following along with what is going on. We are getting ready to haul out the boat. That means that everything in the boat needs to be cleaned up and ready to at least get the boat around the island, down the river to the boat yard, which means the motor has to work. We tested that in the previous video. But then there were some other shenanigans that happened in the previous video. If you've stayed around in the previous video all the way to the end, then you would notice that, well, things didn't work out exactly as planned at the very end. I lost a fender. But fear not, the fender was just floating there in the river, just kind of chilling, and I totally untied the boat, went back to go get it, grabbed it out of the water. No fenders were hurt in the making of this video. So as you can see, the boat inside is still a complete mess. We've got a lot of stuff back here in the V-berth that needs to be cleared out. Those are the old nasty mattresses that you're seeing rolled up there. Got a whole bunch of extra PFDs that could probably be taken home and stored in the garage for now. Everything needs to be stowed. Everything needs to be cleaned up and strapped down and everything else, because by the time we get to the boat yard, they're going to actually lift the boat up in the air and move it around in the yard. So everything needs to be secured. Solar panels need to come down and stowed away properly. And yeah, so let's get to it. So there's a little bit of water up there in the V-berth. It wasn't enough to make the mattresses super wet, but they will need to be dried out, and I need to mop up all the water before I can do anything else. So, also, a portion of our trip is going to be under cover of darkness, because our appointment time to actually pull the boat out is at 9 in the morning. And that means we have to be there to do paperwork at 8, of course, which means we need to be leaving the marina here at like probably 6:30. So I want to give myself plenty of time to get there. So we need to be leaving before the sun even rises. That is why we have to check all the lights around the boat, make sure the cabin lights turn on, make sure the nav lights turn on, make sure that the anchor light turns on, just in case. I don't think we're going to have to anchor anywhere, but you know, everything should be working. So let's go check all the lights. So first we got to turn them all on. Make sure we have enough battery power. I think we do. So here's our switchboard. We'll turn on cabin lights. check. Nav lights. Check. And check. And check. Spreader lights. Well, I don't know if you can see that, but they came on. Anchor light. Well, shoot. I can't even see it. It's too bright to test that. I guess we'll have to just pretend. I think we're all done. So you might be wondering about the accessory switch right there at the bottom, right there. Well, I already know that it's on and that it works because the accessory controls how I charge my cell phone, how I charge my camera, how I listen to some music. As you see, I got my radio right there, which works. So we know that everything works. Whew. All right, so what have we done? We have we pulled the solar panels out of their places and we put them down below where they'll be taken care of and they're safe. We tested all the lights. We did some last minute cleaning things, and we rearranged the V-berth up in the very front of the cabin. And I would like to do the motor one more time, even though we did it yesterday, but I don't think that's going to happen today, because if you look behind me, those clouds look pretty dark, and I kind of don't want to spend too much time here, so we're not going to. Anyway, so that being said, thank you very much, guys, for watching. Catch you next time when we actually pull this boat out of the water. I'll see you then.